All right, you're welcome to Smart Review. Very brief overview. Smart Review software is an HR and performance management as well as administrative management software, which is designed to make life extremely easy for human resource managers, CEOs, and administrators within the organization. It has a number of modules. We have the very detailed staff record management module, and then it also has the staff evaluation module, which contains everything that has to do with evaluation. People can come in as either a manager, a management staff, manager, or actually an ordinary staff, and that determines exactly what you see. It also has different evaluation tools within the system. We have the work attitude competency, which actually deals with all the competencies that is relevant to attitude. Also, it has what we call technical competencies, which has to do with anything that has to do with the technical position that is being held by a particular staff. So for example, under technical competencies, we have different kind of competencies, even up to drivers, marketers, whatever job title will really, you can have different specific competencies for that. That's quite unlike what you have in many applications where you just have some standard blank things, and the system comes with a whole lot of preloaded competency from where you can select from technical point of view and stuff. And then you also have the management level competencies, competency tools, and then you have the KPI, which is the quantitative competency tools, and then you have psychometric evaluation tools, which is very which comes as required, work IQ and some other things. Okay, all right. Then it has training modules, which is something that actually helps you to manage all the training resources that you have within the organization. A number of details like that, and then also allows you to leverage the training for the different competency deficiencies that your evaluation will bring out. It also has talent management module, which deals with ensuring that different talents within the organization, depending on the job positions they are, the system can help you to track the knowledge base or the or the training or whatever resources that is required for a particular position. For example, this person has something that is relevant to him, her, because of her position as an officer, and then technical position because of the department. These are some resources that are supposed to be consumed over a given period of time, and that keeps changing depending on the level of staff that you're dealing with. So that's, and then you can actually profile right from when somebody's an intern. The system keeps changing based on what is available, how people can then grow and be able to take up new positions as a result of the fact that they will have been. And then the system has a job configuration module, which has a module for uploading the job titles and job description for different job titles. So you can see all the job titles within the organization is warehoused there, and all of them ultimately you can get to actually upload the job titles and stuff like that. But beyond that, this is where you manage the period for the evaluation of the system, and then you have the detailed configuration for each of the different evaluation components of the system is actually managed here, including the weights. You can actually have different weights attached to different competencies and stuff like that. So you can see that the different weights for different competency classes you can see that even though this is the same competencies here, but for this particular position, the weights attached to it, which is supposed to be up to 100, is actually so different job titles within the same department may actually have different priority weights attached to each of the competencies, and that goes as far back as every other type of competency that you have So it's extremely detailed. And then you have what we call the administrative, request management, resources and requests, which helps the administrative department to be able to automate and manage all the relevant requests. Whether you are talking about leave requests or you're talking about financial, requests. So you have different kind of leave here, and then you can also have different kinds of you know resources managed within the organization. For example, the system has the different resource types, leave time, finances, and then you can add other kind of resources within the system, depending on what you have. All right, so it's a very detailed, and it automates that so that mails are sent and all the administrative processes of the and the request within the system is system fully managed. The system setting is quite deep. This is where you set up a whole lot of parameters. The system is highly parameter driven and it's quite detailed and it's extremely useful. Then you have a very deep security module which determines what different people see, because what you see is a function of who you are and what you're allowed to see. It's an extremely valuable and deep system, and it's one of the best you have in Africa, especially developed for our complex environment in Nigeria and other African countries. For example, the staff module just can show you some very very brief grid here, which can then lead into details. This is just a basic overview. We're not going to spend too much time on each of the module. If you're interested in details, there are other demos that actually go into more details. Thank you very much for listening. All right, God bless you.